Hello and welcome to Riverview V2. So, got a few things that need to be done. Uh, I've gone ahead and I've planted four. I think I planted four. Did I plant four? Be a good time to check, wouldn't it? So 4, 6, 10, 9, 10, 7 and 8, 45 and 44 in soybean and 11. Can't miss out 11. But I'm in the process of fertilising all the fields. I didn't plough these two, decided not to. Just couldn't be bothered. Because I will sell these fields to start flipping fields. And these will be, and I might sell these too. And these will be the main fields here. That'll be just to feed the animals and whatnot. So that out of the way. We need to find the tractor. There it is. And I'd already started fertilising, so yep. But I had to go out, so we will continue from where I left off, which is here, going down this edge. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. It's been a long one so far, and it's only just theoretically started. Why is the patch missing out in that field? That was the field I hired the AI on. All the others I ploughed, seeded myself even. So any crops missing on any of the fields I seeded is on me. But I figured, well, we've done maypole for the last 2 days, and tonight will be, if all goes well, Wreckfest. Our normal Friday event. I've reset my router, so hopefully stuttering is a thing of the past. Apparently for my tablet it's going, nope, I will buffer right now. Tablets, waste of money personally. At least they are for when it comes to streaming, apparently. I mean, it did its job, but I definitely need to consider putting money away and getting another monitor set up, and because it's a pain in the ass. It literally takes me about 10 minutes to get the tablet to turn on, to go after this is cleared, catch everything perfectly, fully charged, to go to YouTube, to find my channel, to load my channel up, and then it takes forever to go, yeah, you're live. Everybody normally goes, yep, you're live. It's like, I am, my tablet hasn't told me I'm live yet. And so, yeah. What I should do is theoretically have it running on my kid's computer. Because yesterday it wasn't telling me if there was anybody watching. Like right now it says nobody's watching. And I know I'm watching, so theoretically, I really hate that. Theoretically, it should be, should be showing as at least one person watching, myself. I'm watching myself, or I'm not watching myself, I'm watching chat. So I think what I will do is get up in the second, put on their computer the stream as well, so I can see how many people are watching, and maybe from that I'll be able to see chat, and if that's the case, then in fact I'll go and do that right now. Be right back. Okay, I'll sort that out in a minute. I've had to restart their computer because, well, it wasn't loading any pages. So, and their computer didn't need, does this need fertilising down here? It looks like it does, doesn't it? Looks like a strip. I guess it doesn't, but because it needs ploughing, it shows as not being fully fertilised. So that's interesting how that shows up. So I've got to wait for their computer to boot up fully. But it's there's no Windows update or anything on there. It's just, you know, I guess their computer hasn't been restarted in quite a while either. Now, are you registering as being fertilised right now? You are, good, because pain in the air. Oh, it's back up. Right, be right back again. Yeah, I'm literally sitting there waiting for that thing to all boot up. It's and I opened one browser and a bunch of them opened. They've definitely got something going on their computer. Apparently, oh, it's loaded up now. Apparently there's only me watching anyway, so that's fine. But it's still a pain in the ass. But my tablet doesn't even register that I'm watching. Just clever. Hello, Armour. At least the tablet updates for that. I'm just having another rant, Armour. How annoyed I am with the tablet. How I think they're a waste of money. And again, the field's fertilised, ready for the big harvest. That will be coming. Doubt it'll be happening on this stream, but could be something that happens next week or something that happens tomorrow. You know, we'll see. I thought that resetting the router would fix the problem with the tablet. It hasn't. It's still showing me as 0 people watching. And yeah, according to the kid's computer, there is obviously more than 0 people watching. I can see exactly how many people are watching. I don't know. Get a small monitor. I've got one. I've got a 17-inch. Is it 17-inch upstairs? I just need the. I just need to go and check. I think it's an old style monitor though. I don't think it will do DVI. But because my main monitor runs through HDMI, so I'd need a DVI or a VGA. And this graphics card supports the female because it's a plug and play lead that's in the monitor upstairs. So I would need a converter to VGA, from plug and play to VGA, and I ordered a few from Amazon once and they came and they didn't work. Then I ordered a VGA. It was a VGA lead on one end and plug and play on the other, and that didn't work. I ordered 2 of them. They didn't work. So I think I binned them, or I gave them away, one or the other. No. And then I ended up buying an adapter, which I then let the ex use because she needed, and she doesn't have a HDMI port on her monitor. And so otherwise I would have had all what I needed to get that up and running. It would just been a case of moving things around and drilling a big hole so the wires could all fit through. But ideally all I'd need coming up from there would be the HDMI lead, in which the HDMI lead would reach to where my computer would be sitting without having to drill a hole for now. But oh well. But yeah, tablets, who needs them? As soon as I get that done, the kids will be like, well, Dad, you don't need that tablet anymore, can I have it? And he'll be like, nope, I'm taking it back to the shop. I'm going to get some money back on it. No, I'll probably turn around and go, yep, you can have it. There you go. Perfect. You know, all they want to do is play Granny on it, or Granny's house, or whatever it's called, which they've got on Steam. They've got, they've got it installed, but they won't play it on their computer because it's too dark. They like to play it on the tablet because you can turn the mode to be light or dark, which doesn't make much difference because the light mode just basically makes it a little bit lighter. And I think it's a silly game personally, but kids love it. My batteries felt the pain of them playing it. And if I can get these fields fertilized, then I did go ahead and buy two. Well, it was one plot that gave two fields. One's ready to be harvested right now, which I will probably get on at some point, which I think it was oats that's on there. And then the field that I wanted was the field behind the vehicle store, the dealers, which is soybean. So all of the fields that I've planted are soybean. So it'll be one big soybean harvest. And that was why it took so long, because their antivirus protection decided they needed to update. That's what happens when you don't restart computers in this house, which we don't. We tend to leave them all running thinking they'll work perfectly with no issues in days to come, and then wonder why they're so sluggish and go, oh yeah, maybe I should restart it once in a blue moon. Might help. Right, that's that field done. That's 3 fields down, and this field over here to go. Hopefully we can get enough fertilizer out of this, or this fertilizer can do this field. If not, then it's fine. But those 2 fields there on top of that hill I won't be buying back at all, only to flip them, not to actually own though. Not yet, not until I absolutely need them. And because this hasn't got seasons in, I don't actually need tons of fields. And when seasons gets released, then maybe that'll be a different story. We will see. Maybe my tablet just isn't auto updating. Is that a thing? We'll see. Yeah, this ain't going to be enough to do this field. Definitely not. But, so how are you finding it driving now, Armour? I know that you still have a bit of pain, but is it a bit easier? I'm asking because I'm wondering, will you be there for Wreckfest tonight, or is it still going to be a little a no-no for Wreckfest for another week or 2? or maybe even longer. Okay, well, you don't have to. It's definitely don't need you putting yourself through more pain, just to appease the monkey show. If it hurts too much, then just I guess go and shoot some people and take your frustration out there until you're able to enjoy the game again without pain, or pain-free. Actually, we should get this field done. That'd be and then go over to the dealers and refill and hey, Summer Farm. It's going well, bud. Just getting ready for the big harvest. Lots of soybeans because the animals are full. So it's like, well, let's do some cash crops. Kind of missing seasons at the moment. I like Farm Sim, but it doesn't feel right. It hasn't got seasons. I like seasons. At least with seasons, I wouldn't be able to do just cash crops. I would have to do some crops for the animals, and I've got 10 days to be able to just sit here, or 9 days to be able to grow as many different crops, cash crops, as I want, and make tons of money, whereas seasons limits me on that, and I prefer that. I prefer having been limited on what I can and can't do. We really do need it. And I know the guys over at Realism are working hard to get it done, and I don't want them to release it early. When it's done, then it'll be done. But we've got one herbicide tank here, and they're seeds, aren't they? So we don't want them ones. When it's done, then it'll be a case of working out what needs to be done to get the maps to function with it, and then playing the hell out of it. You would appear there, wouldn't you? Why couldn't you appear next to me? That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Yeah, exactly. In with 17, with all the what did I have a herd of? 100 and some cows, and I spent all winter was just making TMR, feeding cows, sometimes clearing snow, cleaning the areas up for the animals. But it was, when it came to feeding the animals, every 2 days I would top the animals up, and that was a chore in itself. It took a long time to get those animals, especially the cows, fed. It took a good, and that's on a 1:1. It would take a few game hours just to feed them. Did I get all of this field? I did, didn't I? And that's why I went off. Yeah, I did. So 18, 11 needs doing. We'll go and do 11 first. because I want to get these done before they go into the next stage. Otherwise I'll need to bring out the tractor with care wheels on, because I was meant to have fertilised even before the crops broke through the ground, but I logged in. I loaded the game up and it was like, oh shoot, they're here already. You know. You off to bed, Bert? you, you should have been in bed a long time ago, you know. But you have a good one, Bert, and catch you later, bud. Best price and the 150 mod. What? Watch the replay. Some move block. Well, oh, you'll watch the replay. The 150 mod? What's the 150 mod? I don't use 150 mod. Are you planning any new maps at all? That's a hard one. Pardon me. Theoretically, I already have 2 maps on the go, but I haven't been into them. One is a complete new map, and another one is one of my old, well, not one of my old favourites, but one that I considered up until Ravenport was the best Giants map, and which was Beyond Home, which I was porting and modifying for a friend, for Bipolar Profit. A chip sale, yeah. Isn't the one... Have they removed that out of the placeables now then? It's not going to be Animal Pens, miss. So, I mean, there's this one where you'll sell a log. It'll give you money straight off for selling logs, but it chips them. I don't know if it gives you the price of a log or if it gives you the price for chips. I'm not sure on that one. But they have removed it, haven't they? There is no actual wood chip per se sell point, apart from this thing. Any logs you put into this machine are converted into wood chips that are then immediate. Oh, so you get wood chip price, not logs price. But this price is probably, well, would be a lot more than what the wood chips are on this map, or should be. Did I change the prices of wood chips on this map? Probably did. I don't know. I can't remember. I know I didn't change the price of wood itself because wood had already been altered. Compared to how Giants normally set it, it was much lower than it normally was, than it used to be. I mean, it used to be a big money maker back in the day. And it is still a money maker, but nowhere near like to the extent that it used to be. Sell a couple of trees and have a few 100,000 sitting in the bank was how it used to be, and I didn't like that. Are we going to be able to swing there? We are. Ooh, stop. Back up. But it's not so easy to follow the lines there on the fields when you've got crops in the fields, which are what, stage 2. So this is actually the final stage, isn't it? So if they suddenly pop right now, I'm screwed, because I would have to kill some crops to get the tractor out. Not good. Definitely not good. But I've only got 2 more fields to fertilise and 3 fields to fertilise. Fields 4, 5 and 18. But one of the maps that I'm building, press the wrong button. The map I'm building from scratch Um, that's created from the head map, so that one will either come out or it'll take a very long time before it comes out, because it's not being based on anywhere at all. It would be straight from the head. How do I like this? What do I want it to do? And it will have forestry in it. It will have it'll probably have a functional BGA that you can buy the land to. Well, you'd have to buy the land to in order to use it. We'll see. Or it could just be a British style map where it's a couple of sell points here and there, and that's it. Mostly fields with a little village somewhere. Thousand hours playing it, jeez. Then again, it was a nice map. Yeah, it's definitely got a good landscape. Some nice points where you can just look over and imagine yourself working a field in the distance or something, or even sit on the mountain watching somebody else do the work and go, haha, look at that's actually really nice, and take pictures all day, and then when they go, where was you? I was at the bakery taking pictures of you doing all the work. Donuts was nice, by the way. Don't get stuck on the tree. That's no good thing. Now, that's something that Moondog would do, and maybe myself. Don't tell Moondog that though. Yeah, timed sell points. Maybe that script will come out where you can put a gate on a sell point. And that means the dealers will theoretically always be open, unless somebody actually makes a script where the dealers doesn't open. You can't access the dealers until a certain time, and then closes at a certain time. But in 17 there was a script that you could put for gates that would have them open and close at certain times, and once they was closed, you couldn't get through them, and people would enclose their sell points and the dealers and have it so you really was limited on when you could do stuff. Definitely would make for a map like this that's challenging already to be even more challenging. And I know that's been a thing since FS11. A lot of people but some people who made maps it was mostly the dealers that was set to have access to at a certain time. But you could still buy the vehicles, but you just wouldn't be able to get to them because they'd be inside the dealer's property, and you'd have to wait for the gates to open before you could get them out there. But you could happily drive around inside the dealers in them all day or long if you wanted. I'm not too fussed if I miss any spots. As long as I get bulk of the field, that's all that matters. But I was sitting there thinking, well, maybe I should do a stream. I haven't done Riverview for a while, and I'm going to play it, so I may as well stream it, right? I say I haven't done it for a while. It was like 2 days ago. That's quite a while for me. But we need to make money on Maypole as well, so it was server Maypole, and then theoretically it was meant to be, I had set myself not a schedule to follow, but some kind of schedule that it was like, let's have it so it isn't just all farm sim every single day. Let's have a mixture of games that are being played and that I like to play. Factorio, Production Line, Interstellar Rift, Farm Sim, you know, and have set days for them. And then it was like, I want to play Riverview. I'm doing Riverview, and then stream it. And then it was like, damn, today should have been Factorio. Oh well, you know, that's where I'm at the moment. I need to get into my head that a particular routine and just run with it, because the problem is, what will happen is I'll play Riverview and I'll keep playing it and playing it and playing it, and then eventually I won't want to play it anymore, and I'll burn myself out on Farm Sim altogether, and I won't want to play Farm Sim. It's a bad habit of mine that I play a game until I get bored of it, and every other game that I like and want to play get put on hold until I've burnt myself out on the game I'm playing at that point. I think that's also why maps today have a short lifespan, because a lot of people tend to do the same. They tend to play one map, burn themselves out on it, and then they don't go back to it. Which is why I wanted Maypole and Riverview to be the ones that would be running, Riverview being the long-standing one for now, because Maypole's on the server. When we move to a new map from the server, then Maypole will find its way into my schedule as a single player event. Maybe an occasional multiplayer if the guys from the Monkey Show decide, well, we can come and help you with that, you know, as they have done twice in Riverview, which is theoretically a single player game, but you know, they've come and helped, and I'm grateful for the help. I haven't had any tractors parked in the rivers yet. I'm sure Moondog will do that at some point, just for the laugh. Or right on the riverbank, just to say, well, if it rolls into the river, it's on you. But I just parked it there. It wasn't in the river when I left it. Would love to stay and chat, but want to be up at 10 a.m. my time for a Scuderia stream. Have fun, guys, and off to bed. See you, Bert. Thanks for stopping in, bud, and enjoy your sleep. So, yeah, the Farmer Klein's challenge finished today, and Team Raznik won the event. I mean, they don't win anything, just the pride to say, well, we won. But still, they won. You know, congrats to them. They did a good job. Their strategy worked. It paid off, and Farmer Klein's team did well to get the massive points that they managed to get, and hopefully they all had fun. And whatever map they go to next, which I think Klein was on about for them, it was the Missouri map. Hopefully they have just as much fun, if not more, on that map. I haven't been on it myself, but then again, I haven't been on any maps apart from Ravenport and Maypole and Riverview, so I'm kind of stubborn. That's why I'm leaving Sundays to be the other day map day, where whatever goes on this, whatever map we have on the server, we play it until we've either got bored or we've got enough money to move to another map. And at the moment it's Maypole, but eventually we will move to another map, and you know, there'll be a majority vote on a map, and it'll be right. So you guys have decided this is the map, you know, and it'll be, there we go. And the chances are it could be something simple, like where we look at 5 maps and we go, right, there's the 5 maps that we're looking at as maybe being what will go on the server. You guys vote on which one you want to see, and we go from there. And you see, that's the annoying part. In 17, the annoying part was the contracts, or the what am I thinking? the great demands would stop your tractor dead, and you would have to you'd have to close the window down, and then you could carry on. The annoying thing in this game is as soon as the tank runs out, your tractor carries on, and it doesn't, it doesn't automatically switch over to the other tank, which you'd expect it to do. That's annoying. Split second, and you can back up and do it yourself, but still. Was pleased when your maps came out, as like all FS games did, not like base game maps much. I liked Beyond Home. I didn't play it because I didn't like it. I didn't play it because I couldn't gain to 15. 15 was just ugh to me, and so I missed out on Beyond Home. I played the heck out of Hagenstead when that first came out in obviously in FS13, and I was it was a good map, because at the time FS11's map was, well, bland in comparison. Okay, so we got a weird field, very interesting field. Don't ask me what happened here. Some of the crop decided they wanted to come up now, and the others is being stubborn and just wants to stay in the ground a little bit longer. Maybe it's too cold for it to come up right now. We'll just go with that. Oh look, there's bales in that field. Moondog, you didn't tell me there was bales in that field. I've got bales to pick up in that field now, or to wrap in that field actually, because they haven't been wrapped. That's not good. That means there's a lot more silage bales to come. Lovely. Thank you, Moondog. Much appreciated. But yeah, when we 17 came out, Ravenport, I definitely liked Ravenport. Straight off the bat, I liked it. Good attention to detail for what, because Giant's never really big on detail. They put the map out to do what it needs to do, but they don't focus purely on detail, and it seemed they put a lot of effort into making Ravenport detailed, and I liked it for that reason, is the fact that they actually did spend the time to go and do that. I hadn't been on Felsberg, or however you pronounce it, the European map. I loaded up in GE and I looked at it and I was like, yeah, no, I prefer Ravenport. But some people are saying that the European map's a good map as well. Heading off for some dinner. Thank you, bud. You go and you have your dinner, and I would have dinner, but I've already had it. I had sausage rolls, but still hungry. But I'll catch you your next video. Maybe one day I'll catch you streaming, and you have a good one. And thanks for dropping by. See you rather. Words. Oh, no, don't fold it up. We don't want to do that. That would be a bad thing. We need it out still. Down, even. That means we'll have to go back to the dealers probably to refill before we'll get the other field done. Yep, see ya. Again, thanks. And I'm not going to rave about, or rant rather about anything today. Today it's going to be a relaxed stream. I've had my rants. and I just want to chill, just play the game, have fun, forget what happened, and move on. So, just an FYI on that point. But if anyone brings it up, it will be on them as to why I've started ranting. Just saying. So. I haven't got crop withering on, so I will let all of the fields grow to full maturity before I do the big harvest, and then, but I will be going to field whatever it is, 20 something, I think it was 40 something maybe, 42 to, no, not 42, 43 to harvest the oats soon. Because the original plan was that I'd fast forward time while spraying and then have a big harvest, but I'm looking at the time and it's coming up to 1:15. Now I haven't got to go out today to do any shopping. I've already got the kids, or not the kids, but our dinners sorted, so I have already planned for that. And are we going to? I ain't going to come back just for that little strip there. That will stay as is. So I can actually go until about 2:30 in the stream, which is hour and 15 minutes more. And I'm sure everybody there who's watching will be going, uh-oh, I'm going to bed then. Or I'm going to go and do something else. In which I would like to thank you all for stopping by then. It was fun while you were still here. Let's go and start this end. Hopefully we will get all of this fertilised out of what we've got in the tank. Hopefully. If we don't overlap too much, because it hasn't come up in this field, so we might be able to follow it. Yeah, my thingy isn't updating whatsoever. Yep, chat isn't updating for me whatsoever. Or not chat, but the views isn't updating. Whatever. Just, it is what it is, I guess. At least the chat... Does it? At least the chat updates as when somebody posts. It probably takes a while before I get to see it because, well, something's going on. But I'm sure we will get to the bottom of it at some point. Or the kids will end up with a tablet and I will end up going, yeah, I'm buying this, and I end up with a second monitor. See, so if I follow this line all the way down, be overlapping just that little bit, and 2.5 more passes, Won't probably have enough fertiliser. Oh well. Get as much of the field done as possible then. Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. I did go out. I said yesterday I wasn't going out on the bike, and I ended up doing that today. But I didn't go where I normally go. I went up a bit later than normal, and I did what I had to do, and I came home. You know, normally I go for an actual bike ride, but couldn't be bothered today. So I've been at home for a while. I'm getting stuck on the hedge. That isn't good. Collidable hedges and all. Map makers these days, they have to try and purposely make things hard. It takes all the fun out of playing games. Wow, I'm overlapping by too much right now. That didn't help, that got worse. Let's move out a bit. That looks a bit more promising. Follow that line. So it was either, this is where I was at, it was either stream or watch a movie, and I was sitting there looking at Riverview going, I want to play Riverview, and I may as well stream Riverview, because I find this part relaxing. Spraying fields I find very relaxing. Ploughing I don't. I will do ploughing, but I don't find it relaxing. Seeding and cultivating I can find relaxing, though. It's weird how some certain jobs you can enjoy and find relaxing, and others it's like, yeah, that's just a chore. Yeah, I won't. I'll definitely go and top this up and oh no, other way. Yeah, other way. Thank you. That way would be much more helpful. So yeah, it's the weekend, so you know what that means. Tonight, if all goes well, I'm not promising anything because it's unpredictable with Wreckfest as to how your connection will play. But if all goes well, I will be streaming Wreckfest tonight. If it doesn't go well, then, well, I'll be... I won't be streaming. And I don't know if I'll be recording it, because it would take a week to upload, because we tend to go for a few hours normally, like a good 3 or 4 hours. And then I don't know if the guys are going to be doing anything on Saturday, but I know Stu was on about maybe doing one of the weekends doing Civilization 6. I'm pretty sure I've got all the DLCs that are currently getting stuck on the hedge again, currently out. I think I bought the last DLC because it was on sale. Forget it, just follow the hedge, it will be fine. Non-collidable booms, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? You see, how do you fix the collidable hedges? You get non-collidable booms. I'm not going to mod this though to make them non-collidable because A, I don't do modified vehicles, don't edit them myself, and B, don't know how. Wouldn't know where to start. Thank you, speaker, for... Oh, this is going to be close, isn't it? 26, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And spin that around. We had 6 litres left inside the tank. Damn. That's interesting. So let's go and yep. This is the case, isn't it? It is. Because I've got to sell the styrer. That's the tractor that's going. I did sell the seeder. I bought a bigger seeder. I bought the, is it the Amazon? The big 12 metre seeder. I don't think, after I bought it and I started seeding, I was like, I don't know if this is a direct seeder. If it's not a direct seeder, then we might have a problem. Because I want a direct seeder. I don't want it just to be a normal everyday. Let's check. Are you a direct seeder garage? And there you are. Oh, it's a Lemkin rather, and it's not. It's a planter seeder. What did that say? With a seeder planter you can sow fields, yes, but you can't direct seed with it. So yes, that thing won't be staying around for too long. It will be going bye-bye soon enough. But it was, I didn't have the money to buy the other seeder, and the Dutes would have been the only tractor that would have had the power to facilitate such a big seeder. But it will have to be, because I like direct seeders. They're more my play style. I want not that. Right, so now you spawn in that corner, huh? And I've moved the screen trying to point with the mouse. That's not a good thing. That one's full. Oh, wow. It's gone nippy today. Pardon me. Right, let's head back to the farm, park this up, get the styrer, bring that up and sell that because we don't need it, and because with the styrer it was this tractor that was not being used at all, and it's got like, what, something stupid 2 hours of use in it compared to all the other equipment that's got a lot more hours on them. This was just sitting there just looking pretty shiny and not even dirty anywhere. So it was, this one can, as you can see, this one would be the perfect tractor for the yard tractor and go out and spray fields with tractor. The styrer, well, it's limited. It doesn't have a front 3-point, which limits that tractor to much less. It's slightly more powerful than this one by 5 horsepower, but that's not much. And we will drop these in here. Which one are we on? Back. We want to be on the front one first. Drop that and turn that off. Right, that's... Now that it's a bit dirty, it's starting to look a bit better. How are we doing on the eggs? One full box. Let's go and get the styro. See, 2.4 hours on the styro. The styro gets a lot more use, or had a lot more use than the at the time than the case. And I do like the styro. I mean, it's a decent tractor. It does what you need it to do, as long as you don't have too much for it. But it's just for practicality, the case is better. Slow though, it is very, very slow. I don't know, I don't think you can customise this in any way. I think what you've got is what you've got, it's bog standard. Customise, yeah, all you can do is just change the wheels, so that's no good. Sell it for that. There we go, 89,000 for that. And field 18 isn't shown as fully fertilised. Again, neither 4 and 6. I guess they wasn't fertilised originally. It's okay. And these aren't fertilised on the final stage because, well, they will be going. They're not staying. So harvester. Get this. Yep, that's the one. We may as well bring... Actually, no. Take the head down with us, because I'm thinking we might be able to get that in ourselves without having to bring it on a tractor and then manoeuvre it into the field and all that fun. Perfect. Plenty of room. And we will be doing straw bales. No, we won't be doing straw bales. Why aren't we doing straw bales? This is... Wasn't this oats? This is oats. We're just not doing straw bales. We want straw. You're not giving us straw. Why the hell? Turn on harvester, pipe out, enable swath. Yeah, I was pushing that. That didn't work. Disable, enable. Or does it just take time for it to come through? Oh, there it is. It did start coming through. Just takes time, I guess. So it's, what are you on currently? So it should start giving us, there it is. Finally. Jeez. Turn that off, we don't need that. And kids left their sweets here again, so you know what I'm eating. It's okay. I guess I will be going to the shops after all before I go and get them to replace the sweets I've eaten. Not that big of a field, is it, really? When you look this way. Damn, I'm almost out of coffee. That ain't good. Field this size and no coffee? That makes me very miserable. You know what that means, don't you? I'll have to hire the AI and go and get coffee. Because, yeah, I need coffee. Caffeine's a must. I'm not happy unless I've got caffeine. I'll go on strike without it if it's not readily available. I might throw some chicken nuggets in while I'm there as well, because I am starving. Problem is, how do you wire AI on a field that is, well, anything but straight? The AI doesn't follow straight. Doesn't follow where you've been. It only knows one way. Up and down. That's it. You know, back and forth. It doesn't know. Oh, I need to turn and follow this around the field. And that means that it could be messed up. It could go up and down there, I guess. Maybe. Don't know. Maybe. Or the other thing is I just leave it here and go and get a coffee and then come back and carry on. There's that option. I don't need them on. We'll see what the other edge is like before we make a decision. Plus by then this can be emptied and we can, move on to... Yeah, definitely won't be following that. Oops, that was not fun. Oh well. I was busy leaning forward to get one of the kids' sweets, and yeah, we found out what happened. That was punishments, I guess. Good job the kids wasn't it, 'cause they'd have been laughing their heads off at that one. Be right back. Why am I saying be right back for? Not be right back. Find the vehicle that we want. Fast track. Where are you? No, that's a Mahindra. That was the fast track. Fast track's just round the corner, isn't it? You. Just need the trailer. Right, let's get going. Fun and games. Pay attention would be much appreciated. Hey CDA, how are you doing, bud? Start that up again. No, we want to go forwards this time. Get rid of the evidence. Nobody saw that. It's what happens when you hire AI, you know. They drive through the fields, they don't bother harvesting it, they just drive through it. Silly AI. You know what I could do is just get a milkshake rather than get a coffee. I mean, as much as I want a coffee, it'll just go cold. So I might do that. I'm good, thanks mate. Absolutely frozen. I just got home. Yeah, it's freezing out there. I feel your pain. Between 20 past and 7:30 on a morning, I have to wait outside for my son's pickup, which is up the road where we have to go to meet it. So he gets to stay in the house while I'm standing outside looking up the road for his coach. And as soon as I see his coach, it's like drag him out the house, fasten his coat if he hasn't done so already, and off we go. You know, and but sometimes his coach won't get here for nearly 10 to 8 some mornings, and it's so far it hasn't been so bad, but the mornings where it's been absolutely freezing, it's been here virtually on time. But if it was if it turned up late on the like today, or where we had when we had the sleet the other day, then I wouldn't have been too impressed. You know, freezing. But I went out on my bike this morning, and I was froze. Thermal gloves, two jackets, because I don't wear coats, so two jackets, and one fleece jacket, and a just a normal jacket, and yeah, it was I could feel the cold out there, but the main thing is it wasn't that icy. For me anyway, it wasn't that icy. But other than being cold, how are you? At least now you can, I don't know, stick your feet up and relax in front of the heating, the fire or something, and just watch TV or watch the stream. If me, oh no, I'm not tired whatsoever. I'm up at 6 o'clock every morning, and I don't go to sleep until between any time from 11 to 1 o'clock in the morning, and I do that every work day. So I get roughly around anything from 4 to 6 hours of sleep every day. And then I go out for a bike ride every Monday to Friday. Straight after the kids are in school, I'm out on the bike, if the weather, as long as it's not raining. If it's raining fast, then I won't go out on the bike, because, you know, you get drenched, you get soaked. Because it's a push bike, it's not a motorbike or anything. You know, you get drenched, and I'm good for that. we, there you go. That's how to relax. Watch the stream. Play Felsbrunn. Yeah, and well, I don't drink alcohol, but I do drink coffee. Except I haven't got it. Well, I have, but except I've got to make it. So I'm going to get a milkshake soon-ish. Soon as I can be asked to get up and go and get one, that is. Which will probably be the moment I take my last sip of coffee and go, oh yeah, about that. In fact, while it's actually releasing the straw here, I'll go and get the milkshake now, so I'll be right back. That's better. Swing that round. May as well offload into the trailer while we're going past. As soon as I find where the foil lip is. I used to prefer these when they didn't have this. Actually, no, I won't. What I'll have to do is put that out. Actually, I will empty into there. May as well. It's right there. Just run over the straw. It's okay. We don't need it. Well, we don't. We do, but we don't. We don't need it for anything. We're just going to sell it. Do you? How far? Oh, okay. Depends on viewpoint, huh? As to how far away from the trailer you actually are. How you finding Felsburn? I haven't played that one. I played Ravenport, but I haven't played the other one. I preferred the look of Ravenport per se, but I know some people are playing the European map and going, it's actually a nice map. I'm like, okay. Might be yeah, Felsburn is okay, but I have to download Sutton Farm and I sometimes play Maypole. Cool. You love Maypole. I'm glad to hear that. I love Maypole as well. The reason to do a playthrough on Ravenport, Riverview even, is because I normally don't get to play my own maps. I'm normally going, yep, that needs to be fixed, and I'm normally fixing something, you know, that was accidentally missed. I guess it's time to start going up and down. So it was a case of, you know what, I want to play Riverview, and I'm enjoying playing it, and it was like, so I'm going to do it. And Maypole we're playing on the server anyway, so I think I've done something like 14 or 15 episodes on that now, and there'll be another one on Sunday, and then probably some during the week as well. And at least until we have enough money to decide if we want to move or not, or if we want to leave it another week or two and see what comes out in terms of maps. We don't tend to like huge fields because, well, they're just not our play style. Like Riverview has big fields in comparison to what we're used to. But we will, if enough people vote on it within the Monkey Show, then we will play it. What I'd love to see from Giants is hedges that you can cut away. So you can't drive through them, but if you cut them away, then they're gone, and you can join fields up together. Then that would work really well on Maypole. It'd work well on any map, but it would work a lot. Really, it would be better showcased on Maypole as the potential as to why that would be beneficial. And then you could absolutely join a couple of fields together and make that big grass field that you always dreamt of, or a big arable field that you need, or even just make it gateways into fields without having to drive halfway around the map to get to the entrance. but this will be the last time going almost fully around, and then we'll start going up and down from this point on, and then we will get the baler on here, bale all of this hay, not hay, straw even. It looks a lot better than hay, and then we can get ready to sell it. I'm kind of disappointed by the yield off here though. I was expecting a lot more oats. I was hoping for at least a couple of trailer loads, but not to be. Oh yeah, better late do its auto save, and because you know I haven't done that for a while, just in case. Because they're predicting that we might have blackouts, and I don't have done all this, and then we get a blackout, and then I load when the power comes back on, I load the game up and go, really? I've got to harvest the whole of that field again? And it's not that far from here for the animal, or not for the animal, but for the barn. It's only at the animal point, so centre of the map, and we can get to the centre of the map from this road on our left, past the bakery, and the animal zone's just over the other side of there. So we don't need the straw, so we may as well sell them. Oh man, it's be time to offload again. Oh, text message. You can stream, browse and share for half price. Thank you, Virgin. Not Virgin, Voda even. Every time I log in to, it seems that it sends me a text message to remind me of that. I Vodafone that desperate for people to buy their bullshit these days. We have a great package for you. It's value for money. Yeah. What part of that do you want me to believe? Right. Let's go and offload. Oh, but the way would be good. Well, if we stop spinning now, we might actually get there a bit quicker. Right. Don't need that anymore. Trying to do 3 things all at once here. I'm playing Farm Sim, watching the stream, and playing Solitaire all at the same time. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, that's what happens when you get excited. Really? Ah, there we go. Oh, where I was meant to put that. There we go. 112 moves. Perfect. Much better. Gotta stop eating the kids' sweets. Put them away. You get nasty after a while. Come on. I've got 15 minutes to harvest this field. what's left of it. That way would be a good idea. Yep, thank you for forward. Wash it. What the hell? You, whatever. You carry on doing things like that. I should jump into Discord. Let's see if anyone's in Discord, and then nobody's in Discord. Never mind. I was going to say we'll jump in for the last 15 minutes before I have to go, but nobody's there, so we won't jump in. Shame. But shadow of a bird flying over, apparently. So I've removed courseplay because Farmer Dad had found a post where somebody had put that it was maybe causing pallets of wool and eggs to disappear. My problem was I put all the eggs, moved all the eggs, the boxes of eggs, after I'd installed the mod, and I don't know if it was the mod or if it's just the game being, you know, the game, but I moved all the eggs, and and I skipped the night, and I got a bunch of messages saying that the eggs were it was full. There was no space for any more eggs. So I bought the retriever and put all the eggs on the retriever, and then all of a sudden a box of eggs spawned in. So I fast forwarded, killed some more crop. That's a good way of getting rid of what's left. So I fast forwarded time to see if any more would spawn in, and they didn't. So the game didn't try and catch up, but it was just weird, and I haven't really skipped a day since taking that mod out, the cosplay out. So I do not know if it was cosplay or not. And the retriever is full of boxes of eggs again. Well, that's got to be full by now, surely. I can't see it holding what's left here, but we will carry on harvesting and try and get as much into that trailer as we can, because what's left will go into the silo anyway afterwards, after it's been sold. That's if it doesn't fit in the trailer beforehand. I mean, it'd be nice to just say the whole of this field fitted in that one trailer, which would be, well, it wouldn't be nice. It would be frustrating, because it'd be like, well, I should have got at least a couple of trailer loads out of that field, surely. But I didn't buy this field. For this field I bought it because it was a package. It was a done deal with another field that I did once. Right, last pass. There we go. And let's go and offload. Well, see how much of this we can get in that trailer, and then we're done. Well, we'll go and sell what we that load then, and then we're done. The hell? Oh, okay. So we got all of it in this trailer. That's terrible. Damn. We had room for quite a bit more, really. That's sad. So either I don't know if this was fully fertilised, but if this field was perfect and everything, then oats is a very low yield crop, which means that it's lower than what barley. Right, where are we going to sell these, or sell this? So oats, 337 at the mill. So this away. Hey Stardog, how are you, bud? Morning for you, it's afternoon for us now. It's 2:30 almost. You're just catching the end of the stream. I was about to say I'm going to sell this crop, this grain that's disappeared out of my trailer, but yeah, camera angles. I'm going to sell the oats, and then oats so simple, and hopefully hopefully get a good, just getting started. Busy day ahead, and hopefully just get make a decent profit off that field. It's hard to believe that one field all fitted inside this trailer. It was, I expected at least a minimum of 2 trailer loads, but nope, big field like that, no. Can't have been fully fertilised and all that then. Just can't, because if it was, then oats is really, really bad yield. Here we are at the mill. Not bad. 12,700 almost. It's a decent haul. Hang on. Ooh, we're going the wrong way. Let's do a turn here somewhere. That will be right there. Get back to the farm because no need to stay here, or take this back to the field even. There's nothing else to pick up, and there's no fields ready to harvest now. So we've fertilised some fields, we've harvested a field, and that same field's ready to be to have bales made, and I will do that off cam because there's a lot of bales then to be picked up and taken to be sold, and that'll be it then, I think. Going back to Farmer Klein and Team Rosnick, they completely killed forest areas. They obliterated forest areas, but they didn't kill every tree on the map. Not that that was their aim ever anyway, but they didn't kill every tree on the map, which after a month, which is good. It's good to see. because I'm sure to kill every tree on this map would take, especially without using a cheat mod like the Brooks UN that automatically chips a tree. I'm sure it'd take many months to remove every tree off this map. Even in a group on your own, it would take even longer. Should try and park it in here. I know it's going to be more awkward, but I like awkward. Awkward is good. Makes you think when it's awkward. There we go. What would be hard to do? Cut every tree down on this map. Yeah, I agree. It would. You'd definitely get bored of seeing wood chips and trees by the time, and logs by the time you're even halfway there. Right. No. Yep, that's the one. Let's get this back to the field, farm. Field. Definitely not back to the field. Yeah, and compared to version 1, there's actually more trees in version 2 than there was in version 1. And I don't know exactly how many trees, but there's a considerable amount, at least a few hundred more trees. So that there is that to contend with as well. Because I see a bare spot that I don't like the look of, and it's like, yeah, just put a tree there. And if it's a big spot that I don't like the look of, it's, yep, just stick several trees there. Or if it's a decent sized one, then it's stick a few hundred trees there. We'll make it look pretty one way or the other. No, not everywhere has trees, as you can see down the river bank. I mean, this patch here just doesn't have trees. You know, I don't cover every single gap in trees, but I will put a lot of trees in, like this area to my right, and again to my right. You know, it's, some people would have probably just left it blank or put a tree or a couple of trees in. It's like, for me, it's like, no, a couple of trees ain't going to do it. 10 trees later, yeah, maybe a few more. Unpleasant and bad? They can be. Depends on who you ask. If you ask Moondog, he might tell you that they're unpleasant if they're on a corner or on the edge of a field. And he'd definitely say they're unpleasant if I placed them. Oh, don't try and read the reverse button. We need to get the header trailer in first. which is fun. Let the interesting moments begin, because I don't want it spinning around that fast. That's the problem. I don't want it going that fast around. Yeah, I completely missed the entrance to this one. I'll go that way a bit. That's it. See, once you've got it in the general direction that you want it, it's not as hard. It's just gain it to where you want it. As he says, and messes it completely up. Yep. Don't want me to get worked up today. Oh, I'm good. I've made an oath today that I wasn't going to let anything get to me. And this header's definitely tempting that. Ooh, there's a concrete post there, or not post, concrete base there. No, that way, yes. There we go. Don't play with the concrete post anymore, stump base. Forget it, just run it over. We're finding you a new shed. This is too far back. That's too much work to get a header trailer in there. It's fun though. I hate those things with the intensity of 1000 suns. So you wouldn't have liked our monkey show Olympics then, where we had to back a dolly trailer full of bales up into a shed. That was fun. I didn't like that one either, and a lot of us practiced that for quite a while and we still failed. Moondog didn't, pardon me. I think Peter did well as well, and Armour. Dollies, yeah, I'm now a big fan of the dolly stuff. But, ooh, we got a lot of shit over here. How much is that in there? Cows, we have 35,000 litres of solid and 38,000 litres of liquid. No, that's milk. 49,000 litres of solid. Might be time to get ready to invest in a spreader. You'd be still trying to get it done. Actually, yeah, you probably would if you couldn't get it done, because it was on a dedicated server. So you could have carried on even after we'd all left. I was going to say, because if it was BP or David hosting it, they'd as soon as it was like, yeah, we're done, they'd have killed the game, and that you wouldn't have been doing it anymore. You know, sometimes I can get the dolly to go where I want it, and then other times it's like, nah, I don't want to play anymore. I'm bored of you. You're too mean. You get me where you want me to be, and I don't want to be there. So, dollies. Let's take you. Yep. Let's not throw this box. because every box I've put into here so far I've thrown. Don't tell the farm shop or the bakery, whichever one. That never happened. It was completely put there gently. That big deep shed is nice looking, but kind of impractical, I think. Yeah, if you've got semis, then you know it could be very useful. But for this farm or for the equipment that you've got at the beginning, that's a bit overkill. And you might never actually use that shed. You might sell it and bring something else in. And most people probably use this for their semi stuff, you know, the truck and the trailer and that shed just becomes, well, nothing. They might even just replace it with a chicken coop. It's not a bad idea, actually. Might happen. But for me, I've got it's 20 to 3. I was meant to go 10 minutes ago. Well, not go, but end 10 minutes ago, so I can get ready to go. So I'm going to sneeze first. So I'm going to say thanks to everyone for watching and dropping in, and I hope they like what you guys saw. If you did, hit the like button. If you wish to see more, hit the sub button and the bell icon while you're there, so you can be notified as to when I go live or put a video up. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Actually, before I do that part, I missed one part out. Be sure to check out the front page and check out all the rest of the Monkey Show members. They all put their own content out. Sometimes we even play multiplayer, which is interesting to say the least. So with that, maybe look out for tonight at 7 PM UK time, GMT, Wreckfest. Might be a stream, and I will see you all then, or